All right, so new kind of project for Stone Scholar that I got asked to do. Not for Stone Scholar, but it's probably pretty cool to include it. But my librarian told me her son broke his guitar, and I can see that it's pretty not supposed to be like that. So my first instinct is to just slap some wood glue down on it and clamp it. All right, change of plans. Not going to be using wood glue. I actually found some epoxy. I think it said it was 1500 psi strength, which would be much better for a guitar. I mean, the tension on strings is super, like, it's a lot. People don't think that, but like the very bottom string, the thinnest string, it's called your low E or your high E string. Sometimes they can snap and they whip back so fast, and like I felt scared for my life a couple times because I didn't want to like whip me in the eye or something, and I didn't want to be blind. But yeah, we're gonna try these out. Hopefully they work better than wood glue. All right, so I got that. Okay, so here's what I did. So I got this little wood slab here, and it's sanded and it's clean. So I just decided to use it as my base for my epoxy. This is the main batch, and then this red bottle here is the hardener. Yeah. So I just mixed it right there, and then I found this, and what this is a shim. I think it's a cedar shim specifically, but so right in there you can kind of see the crack. What I did was I put, since the shim is so thin, I was able to stuff it all the way back in there and make sure I could get as much epoxy as I could back right here where it's really thin. And unfortunately, the clamp is going to get some epoxy on it, and the rest of the neck is going to get epoxy on it. But I don't think there's anything I could really do there because it needs to be clamped down tight while it cures and hardens. So when it is done, I'm just going to sand the rest of that epoxy off. You can kind of see it under the clamp there, and hopefully it sands off nice. It shouldn't be too bad, but now I just need to make sure everything else is clean and get my little work area cleaned up. Right here, it was really like I had to sand the epoxy, and so that sand scratches were kind of left on there. It looked really light, and so I went to the library and got some masking tape, and I also found some clear wood finish. So I've already put one coat on there. So hopefully all that lightens up and this guitar looks pretty close to new without this big scratch, kind of looks like. Alrighty, so I finally got the strings to actually get it restrung, and I had to have the librarian that I'm doing this for buy them for me because you can't get them in Blind Ink. You have to order them on Amazon. But yeah, that crack doesn't even look too bad for how it was. So I'm really hoping that the epoxy will give enough strength to even hold the strings. So this is the final. Put the strings on. Got all the pegs in place. I really hope they stay there. It's been weird, but yeah, overall, not a bad project that I took on. I'm actually kind of happy I did it. And Kimberly, the librarian, she's very happy, which it's a relief, really.